Alrighty, welcome back everybody, and welcome to some more Kaldheim draft. I'm really enjoying this. I'm probably going to take this Mono Red God because I need it for the stupid janky Storm deck we're playing. It also seems pretty sweet in like a red aggressive deck. Creatures you control can boast twice each turn. That seems interesting. Otherwise, we've got a 3-mana hammer. What does this card even do? You can pay 2. If you do, make a 2/1 red dwarf. Creature gets +3/+0 and has trample. So that basically looks like a lava axe on a creature, sort of. We'll take Birgi. The backside of this also seems like a pretty good late game payoff. So yeah, I think this is gonna be interesting. We'll see what we get in our second pack here. Wow, okay, double red rare right away. Magda, Brazen Outlaw. Other dwarves you control get +1/+0. Whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, make a treasure token. So she already like helps you ramp. And then sack 5 treasures, search your library for an artifact or a dragon, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle your library. Well, I will take Magda. I did not try to draft mono red. I want to make that clear. Breakneck Berserker is pretty great here. It is a dwarf. It synergizes with Magda. So, yeah. Take Breakneck Berserker. Alright. Let's see. No dwarves. We could take Code Spell Cleric, because it seems to be good in the, like, red-white aggro deck as our I guess what would you call it? Draft yesterday showed. Boros aggro deck. It's good in the Boros aggro deck. We can take Seize the Spoils. It slightly synergizes with Magda. Otherwise, there's an Elven Bow or a Kaya's Onslaught. I don't know if I want to add white this time. Maybe we start going into green, because Guardian Gladewalker is a pretty decent 2-mana card, and it's also technically a dwarf. I'm going to try taking the Gladewalker, and we'll try moving into green and just see if it's open. Okay, we got a Vault Robber. Exile a creature card from your graveyard, make a treasure. Seems good. Trickster God's Heist. So it's a 4-mana switcheroo. No, not for this deck, obviously. There's a Goldvein pick. I like Scorn Effigy. I actually like this card a lot. I think it's way better than it is on average. Plus, it actually gives you mana with Birgi. Birgi? I have no idea how to pronounce that one. I'm going to try taking... Yeah, I'm going to take the Scorn Effigy, actually. I think we can play this card in just about every deck. I don't really like Mistwalker. Not for this deck. I don't think we're going to be in blue at all. I will take the Vault Robber. Village Rites could be good. I think Black-Red's probably one of the more aggressive decks, but we'll take Vault Robber. Going to be a lot of dwarves here. Another Guardian Gladewalker. There's also a Snow-Covered Mountain. I don't think I'm going to take a Goldvein pick. These usually go pretty late. Wow. I am like... I gotta slow down here. Goldvein picks usually go pretty late, from what I see. Guardian Gladewalker seems good. Otherwise, I would take Snow-Covered Mountain. If we got like a Frostbite or something already, I would probably take the Mountain. Grizzled Outrider is pretty good top end. If we wanted to go red-black, Raise the Draugr is a good card to have in a like mono creature type deck. It's like almost a 2-mana instant speed, draw your best 2 creatures that have died. So it's kind of like a 2-mana draw 2 at instant. Yeah, we're going to take the Outrider. Just a 5-mana 5/5 is very strong in this format. Shackles of Treachery. Gain control of target creature until end of turn, untap that creature, and whenever this creature deals damage, destroy equipment attached to it. Interesting. We can take Run Amok. I kind of like Horizon Seeker. I also wouldn't mind another Grizzled Outrider. I like the Boast. We have Birgi, which can draw us like 2 lands out of our deck every turn, which would be cool. I'm not going to play Disdainful Stroke. Mammoth Growth could actually be good. Raider's Carve is a little bit slow. I'm going to take the Mammoth Growth. I kind of want to take Immersturm's Skullcairn, because like we could still be playing like a black-red deck, but I'll take Mammoth Growth because we're pretty firmly in red-green, I think. Okay, Masked Vandal is a great Naturalize on a stick. It is also a dwarf, so we'll take Masked Vandal. Jarl of the Forsaken. I think I have to take Seize the Spoils. I don't know if I'm going to play it, so I'm going to set that over here for now. Man, Magda is great to play on turn 2, or like if you already have a bunch of dwarves on board, you just attack, sack 5 treasures, and go get a good artifact and put it on the battlefield. So we're looking for... I mean, I guess she could also fetch up changelings. I'll put Run Ashore in the side. Another gold vein pick. I don't know if we're going to be playing one or let alone more than one of those. Showdown of the Scalds. Exile the top 4 cards of your library until end of turn. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. Whenever you cast a spell this turn, put a 1/1 counter on a creature you control. That is strong. That is very strong. Problem is, I am not in white. There's another Guardian Gladewalker, a fight spell, and there's also Faceless Haven, which we can make it a 4/3. But we need to start picking up Snowlands if I take Faceless Haven. There's another Guardian Gladewalker. I think I'm going to take the land because just having a man land seems like it's decent. Yeah, if we had taken more white cards earlier, Showdown of the Scalds would have been an amazing open. No red cards at all. That's concerning. Lots of green, though, and green seems pretty decent. I don't think Colossal Plow, Immersturm, Skullcairn, or Rootless Yew are where we want to go. Rootless Yew, like, we can take and then just draw... if we can take a Ravenous Lindworm, I would be fine with a Horizon Seeker, a Masked Vandal. Serulf's Packmate seems pretty good, as well as Arachnoform. But I think if I want to actually play Faceless Haven, I need to be taking a lot of Snowlands. I don't know if it's actually even playable in Limited, so this might just kind of be... I might be really reaching for this one, is what I'm trying to say here. So we'll see. Okay. We've got a Run-Amok in this pack. There is an Arachnoform. I don't really want to play off-color Snowlands. Yeah, we take the Arachnoform here. It sucks because it looks like somebody else is in red and in green. Dwarven Reinforcements I do like. Create a token copy of a creature you control, except enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it. Interesting. Yep, we're going to take the Reinforcements. Alright, so here's where we kind of get to look for a payoff. We can take the Fight spell. We have a decent number of creatures. We can take Glittering Frost, which can add 2 snow mana. Shimmerdrift Veil, which can be fixing, as well as a Snowland for Faceless Haven. We don't really have any removal right now other than Mammoth Growth. I think I have to take the Fight spell. So I'm going to take the Fight spell. Yeah, we are going to need some help in the removal spot here. Morite of the Frost. There's a battlefield as a copy of a permanent, except it's legendary in snow. Wow. Axeguard Cavalry is great for us, though. It is a dwarf that we can use to give incoming creatures haste, so we'll take it. I also love the art, so yeah. Take the Axeguard Cavalry. Okay. Notvold Slumber Mound is sort of a free late-game land for our deck. I think we got to take Frostbite, though, because like I was saying, I've been complaining I don't have removal, and if we just pick up a few more Snowlands, it's way better than it already is. Like, Shock is generally good enough. Icebind Pillar is like a tiny... it's kind of like an Icy Manipulator. It's interesting. We'll take a Snow-Covered Forest. Wouldn't mind a Grizzled Outcast, but I do want some more Snowlands. Especially if I get Frostbite. If I get the other green fight spell that's 1 mana, I also am going to want Snowlands. Another Struggle for Skemfar is great. I'm going to put this in the sideboard now. I'm glad to see Masked Vandal come around. I'm going to take the foil Great Hall of Snarnheim. I don't think I'm going to be playing blue. Well, I mean, if I am, I'm going to take Bind the Monster for the sideboard, I guess. There is some pretty decent blue snow cards, though we passed, like, all of them. This deck is like Dwarves, air quotes, because we have so many changelings. I'm glad that this is already a very different feeling deck than the Boros one. And I'm glad that I've gotten to play 3 different decks right in a row, that I didn't look for, like, drafting the same deck each time. Snakeskin Veil seems decent as a trick. We don't have that many 1-mana spells, but Smashing Success in the sideboard, sure. Frostpeak Yeti. I did say blue would already be a 3rd color if we were going to draft a 3rd color. So, final pack. Let's hope we get something good. I think passing that Boros rare may have been a mistake. Old Growth Troll. When it dies, if it's a creature, return it to the battlefield. It's an aura enchantment with Enchant Forest, and it has tap, add double green, and 1 sack this land, make a 4/4 with trample. There is also a green-blue dual land, and Cull the Forge Master, and a Demon Bolt. Wow. And a Fearless Liberator. I think I'm going to take the triple green card because of how heavy green we are, but I am really sad to pass like all of these cards, because none of them are going to come around. It's possible Old Growth Troll actually does if no one's in green, and we've been seeing green come around, but I don't think I can pass this up. 3 mana for a 4/4 is just an amazing rate. Kolvori, God of Kinship. As long as you control 3 or more legendary creatures, she gets +4/+2 and has Vigilance. 2 tap, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a legendary creature from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Otherwise, she is the Ringheart Crest. Enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Oh, okay, so she can ramp for a particular creature. Otherwise, we can take Svella Ice Shaper. I think I'm gonna take Svella here. Yeah, we're gonna take Svella. Okay, Rune of Might, Guardian Gladewalker, Frenzied Raider. Whenever you activate a boast ability, put a 1/1 counter on it. It's not a dwarf, but we do have several good boast abilities, I think. We have Horizon Seeker. Is that it? Is that the only boast ability we have? It might be the only boast ability we have. It's still a really good aggro card. Otherwise, we could take a Rune of Might, but I think we really need creatures. And there's probably going to be another creature or two with boast in red, so we'll take Frenzy Raider. Frostbite. Excellent removal. Wouldn't mind Arachnoform. Dream Devourer. Each non-land card in your hand without Foretell has Foretell. Interesting. Yeah, we're going to take Frostbite. It's just really undercosted removal. There's a lot of low toughness creatures in this format, too. Something I've kind of been noticing. Breakneck Berserker. Well, it's a dwarf, which is originally what we built this deck on. Narfi, Betrayer King is kind of outside of what we want to be doing. There's a Doomscar Oracle. I will take the Shackles of Treachery. It's generally good to have like 1 Act of Treason effect. And this one also punishes equipment, with there being some strong equipment in this format. I don't know if I want a second one. I probably would not play another Snakeskin Veil either, but I guess we'll take another Act of Treason. We don't really have another way to we don't have a way to take advantage of the creatures we steal. Like we can't sacrifice them. We don't have an outlet to do that. Great Hall of Starnheim, Smashing Success, Frostpeak Yeti. I guess I take the Notvold Recluse. I don't really want to take off-color Snowlands when you have a triple green card in your deck. Maybe I will just to turn on Faceless Haven. That could be really bad, though. So we'll see. Cull the Forge Master, Forging the Tyrite Sword. I am definitely taking Tuskeri Firewalker. I completely missed this card in this pack, though I still would not have taken it first time around. I would have taken the dwarf that boasts to make other dwarfs. We'll take Tuskeri Firewalker because just digging through your deck with that ability seems good. I don't think I would play another Scorn Effigy. I don't have a Run Amok, and I do like having at least one in an aggro deck, I've noticed. Notvold Recluse is good, but we're just gonna take the combat trick there. Arachnoform, we already have one, but I'm more likely to play 2 Arachnoforms than I am to play 2 Seize the Spoils, or even probably 1 Seize the Spoils. So, take Arachnoform. Smashing Success in the sideboard. I like seeing Broken Wings. It's a good sideboard card. Generally in Sealed, you want to play one of those types of effects in your deck. I guess Village Rites to the side. Demonic Gifts to the side. Okay. So, sort by converted mana cost, group creatures separately. I'm not going to play more than 1 Goldvein pick at best. We have no dragons, but we do have changelings of varying types, as well as like a Goldvein pick and a Scorn Effigy. If we want to just get a little bit more card advantage, I think that's funny. No real payoff, unfortunately. Oh, maybe I should have taken the Simic Snow Legendary, because that would have been a cool thing to tutor up, but probably bad in every other circumstance. I like Snakeskin Veil, I like Arachnoform, but I think I'm going to go down one of those. Probably only going to play one Shackles of Treachery. I like the fight spells. Man, I do like all of our creatures. I guess Vault Robber is kind of our weakest one. We could really splash a third color if we wanted to, because we're making treasures in several different ways. Alright, well, let's... I'm going to cut one Struggle for Skemfar, and I'm going to keep Svella in the deck because I am planning on playing Faceless Haven. Actually, no, that's just bad. We'll take Svella out, and we can't run Faceless Haven, unfortunately. Well, we can, just as a snow land, to try and power up Frostbite, I guess. Yeah, alright. We'll try it like this. Add basic lands. It wants me to run 8 and 8. So we'll do the snow-covered forests, and then we'll do a Faceless Haven. Actually, I think I want one more green source than a red source, because we do have a triple green spell on the deck, and we only ever need one red. Alrighty. It's 8 mana to cast a spell. Yeah, okay. Alright. Try it like this. We'll see what happens. Red-green dwarves? Question mark. Dwarves. Most of them are changelings. I think some of my pick priorities this draft were maybe suboptimal. We'll see. Alrighty, round 1. Here we go. Alright, we'll play first. This actually is not too bad of a hand. It's not hyper-aggressive. We can start with Struggle for Skemfar, Foretold on turn 2. Turn 3 we can play Horizon Seeker, then use Struggle plus maybe Run Amok to clear the way. Or we can play Tuskeri Firewalker. Foretell Struggle, pass the turn. Yeah, I think we're going to start Firewalker. The upside on Firewalker is a lot higher, I think. Okay, opponent plays a Snow Swamp. Foretells a card. We draw Faceless Haven. So since we have one of each color already, play Faceless Haven. Play Firewalker. Pass the turn. Okay, opponent plays a Forest. 3 mana, they play Asika, God of the Tree. 3 mana, 1/4 Vigilance, add 1 mana of any color. Other legendary creatures you control have tap, add of any color. Okay, we untap. We draw Guardian Gladewalker. So we're gonna fight, go to combat, attack, boast. We get a Forest, which is just perfect. Play the Forest. Gladewalker, counter on itself. The best bear dwarf you've ever seen. Opponent plays a Forest. 4 mana, they have Toski. Okay. We untap. We draw a Forest. Snow Forest. Go to combat. Attack, attack. Opponent blocks. So we boast. We get Birgi. And I don't really want to run amok right now. I think I'm just going to do 2 damage. Play a Forest. And play Birgi. God of Storytelling. Pass the turn. Whenever you cast a spell, add red. You don't lose this mana as phases end. And you can boast twice. That seems good. Opponent plays a Skemfar Avenger. Whenever another non-token elf or berserker you control dies, you draw a card and opponent must attack with Toski, so we are going to block with Birgi. Alright. We untap. We draw Shackles of Treachery. Ooh, we can do a lot of stuff this turn. We can steal Horizon Seeker, or we could actually steal Toski and draw a bunch of cards. Yeah, I'm gonna steal Toski and draw a bunch of cards. Okay, add red mana. Alright, gain control of Toski. Go to combat. Attack with everybody. Okay, they block there, and they block there. So we are going to run amok here. Add red. And we're going to float green mana and boast using the green because we could hit our shock. Okay, we did not. Oh, shoot, I meant to boast again. And I can't now. But we still draw 4 cards. Or 3 cards. I think we've won. I think we're very close to winning, had we not. Get an Axe Guard Cavalry. I played a land this turn, I believe. Oh my gosh, I didn't? I can still play an Axe Guard Cavalry? That's amazing! Pass the turn. Oh, that's awesome! That was the most value turn we've had in a long time. Opponent attacks for 1. Yeah, I'll block with the Axe Guard Cavalry. If they got a combat trick that kills it, I don't even care anymore. Okay. Opponent plays a Jarl of the Forsaken. That's fine. We untap. Draw Forest. So, play a Mountain. Play Breakneck Berserker. Go to combat. Swing out. Boast, because if we hit our shock, we win. We did not. Opponent can trade with our 4/3 Boaster. They just don't block and die? Alright! Cool. Shackles of Treason seems really good versus Toski. Like, really good. So I think I'm bringing in another one, just in case. You know what? I actually don't think I have room for it, so we're just gonna run it back. Opponent is deciding whether or not they want to play first. Alright. I like this. I'm gonna keep it. Hopefully we can clear the way with Frostbite and start ramping with Magda. I think we're gonna play Guardian Gladewalker first, so we can swing with a 3/2. Sling with a 3/2. Opponent starts Swamp, passes. We draw Mammoth Growth, play a Mountain, pass the turn. Alright. My opponent plays a Forest, and plays an Elderfang Disciple. So we're going to discard Mammoth Growth. I could Frostbite this. I actually think that's incorrect. I can use the treasure mana for Frostbite if I have to. Okay. Play a Forest, play Guardian Gladewalker. Counter on Guardian Gladewalker. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. They foretell a card. I suspect it to be the fight spell. Could also be a Mammoth Growth. We draw Masked Vandal. So play a Mountain. Play Magda. Go to combat. Attack. Make a treasure. Opponent blocks. Okay. Mammoth Growth. Okay, Frostbite is the perfect answer here, because it doesn't require us to use our treasure, which we can use to potentially cast a Grizzled Outrider next turn. Opponent just F6 through their own turn. Sorry, opponent. That has happened to me more times than I care to admit. We draw Horizon Seeker, so go to combat. Attack, attack. Make some treasures. Opponent does not block. They take 5. We play a Grizzled Outrider. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Skemfar Avenger. Weighs down Guardian Gladewalker. Interesting. I thought you would have taken out Magda, but that's fine. We untap. We draw. Whatever they block, we're going to run amok because we want to deal the damage. Okay, we draw Guardian Gladewalker. So play the Gladewalker. We're going to put a counter on Magda. Go to combat. Man, getting a Lotus Petal every time you attack with a dwarf seems pretty good. Okay, opponent's going to try and trade. We run amok. Trample over and deal 10 damage to our opponent. Opponent Wither Crowns the Grizzled Rider. Well, we have no way to pump it, and we have no way to take advantage of it, so I am going to sack it, but I think because my opponent had to fight the Moto interface, they lost. We probably shouldn't have won that handily, but at the same time, I think we were probably going to win anyway. I'll see you guys in round 2. Alrighty, round 2, here we go. I would like to play first. Oof, I guess we have something to play on 1, 2, and 3, so I'm going to keep it, but I'm not thrilled about it. So start by playing a Mountain in case we need to Frostbite a 1-drop. Hopefully we don't, but we could. Opponent plays a Mountain. We draw a Mammoth Growth. play a mountain, play Axeguard Cavalry. Hopefully we don't get frostbitten. Pass the turn. Ouch. Okay, opponent untaps. Plays a snow-covered forest. Foretells. We untap, we get a Scorn Effigy. So play a forest. Foretell. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a land. Plays a Masked Vandal. Okay. Unfortunately for us, Frostbite isn't going to do anything. We draw a snow-covered forest. Play the forest. Play Scorn Effigy. Play Goldvein Pick. Equip the Effigy. Demon Bolt. Well, opponent's got a lot of removal. Hopefully we draw a creature that sticks. I regret having a hand that is like mostly support spells. Okay. Opponent is playing a 4-drop. It is a Craven Hulk. 4 mana 4/4, can't block alone. Alright. Opponent attacks for 1. We untap. We draw Arachnoform. Play a mountain. Foretell a Mammoth Growth. Pass the turn. Okay. Opponent goes to combat. They're going to attack us for 5. Yep. We take 5, go to 14. Another Craven Hulk. Wow, okay. We untap. We draw Guardian Gladewalker. Play the Gladewalker. Put a 1/1 counter on itself. Goldvein Pick. And then I guess we're going to Arachnoform it. Pass the turn. Hopefully this is enough to deter our opponent from attacking. Although going very tall here feels really risky. We've only seen damage-based removal from them right now, but if they have the Struggle for Skemfar ability, or Struggle for Skemfar card, we're going to be in trouble. Alright, we're just toast, because we have to block and lose the only advantage we've gained. We don't have 1 more mana for Frostbite. This is just absolutely brutal. I could have not equipped and left up, I guess, Mammoth Growth. Maybe that was better. And we lose. Okay, so versus our opponent's deck, I really want Snakeskin Veil. Probably over Arachnoform. Kind of also want another Struggle as a removal spell. Probably over Goldvein Pick. I would like to play first. Alright, sure, we'll keep. Magda, playing out Magda probably just immediately gets killed, but we'll start Mountain. Pass the turn. I don't even know if our opponent saw our Frostbite or not. Okay, they start Mountain. We draw Axeguard Cavalry, so we're going to start with Axeguard Cavalry. Yep, I think Magda is more important to preserve. Also, that was a better line if we had untapped, because we could tap it, get a treasure, and then attack with Magda and get a treasure. Okay, opponent plays a Vault Robber. We draw a mountain, play Birgi, pass the turn. Opponent plays a Tuskeri Firewalker. We untap, draw forest, play a forest, go to combat, attack. Okay, opponent does not block. Play Magda, get a red. We're going to try and kind of pump fake that we have the pump spell here. Foretell, pass the turn. Alright. Opponent untaps. They play a land. Frostbite. Well, they know we don't have the pump spell now. They did not even play around it. They attack us for 4. They exile a Craven Hulk when they boast. We untap. Draw Mountain. I know I'm going to get blown out, but I have to stop them from boasting if I can. Because they're drawing multiple cards a turn with this creature. Awesome. Go to combat. Attack for 4. Okay. Opponent goes down to 13. Okay. Pass the turn. Alright, my opponent foretells 2 cards. Interesting. At least one of those has got to be the pump spell. We saw them have it the first game, I'm pretty sure. Play a mountain. Cast Dwarven Reinforcements, add red mana. Make some dwarves. Go to combat. Attack with Birgi. I'm doing this to sort of hide the fact that I'm floating red mana. Because if they block and then use the pump spell, we can run amok to get over top of it. Okay. Not going to trample unless they pump. Cool. So it becomes a 5/7. We'll make ours a 7/7. Okay, so they're down to 2 cards in hand and 1 foretold card. Okay. Opponent plays a Doomscar Titan that they had foretold. They attack us for 5. We're going to take 5 and swing back 8 and take them to 5. Okay, we untap, we draw Frostbite, go to combat, attack for 8, take them to 5. Our opponent's deck seems better than ours, but it is more likely that our deck is just weaker to the green and red removal than theirs. Okay, opponent foretells a card. And then they play a Masked Vandal. Okay. I'd like to draw the Berserker here. The haste creature, I mean. We untap. We draw Old Growth Troll. The only time we can't cast him. Oh, get wrecked. Get wrecked, Kano. Pass the turn. I could attack here, but we're going to lose a lot, and I would rather not. Okay. Opponent untaps. Tundra Fumarole. That sucks. Okay. Take the damage, I guess. Struggle for Skemfar. They're going to put a 1/1 counter there and fight. Alright. They go to combat. They attack with the Doomscar Titan, so we block. We're going to try and Frostbite the Titan. Come on, Forest. Mountain. The opposite of a forest. Pass the turn. Oh man, I knew I should have taken that other card. I knew I should have gone the triple green route. I even added extra forests to this deck. This is a card I expected to be like reasonably casting by turn 5. Opponent attacks us for 2, we got a 9. We untap. Mountain, no! No! The greed! Oh, we're getting got. Getting got by the greed. King Harold's Revenge, so we're going to go down to 3. We have to draw a forest here to have a chance at winning. Forest! I'm so mad. Oh, I'm so mad. Alright, I'll see you in round 3. Alrighty. Round 3, here we go. We have lost the die roll. I don't think we can keep a 1-lander. We're going to mulligan. The turn 3 troll! For keeping. Put back a forest. Time to do some trolling. Play a forest, pass the turn. I actually don't think we're going to play Masked Vandal either. I think we're going to foretell the struggle. Ooh, a snow forest. Foretell, pass the turn. Opponent plays a Fearless Pup into a Code Spell Cleric, pumping up the Story Seeker. We draw a Scorn Effigy, play a forest. Play the troll, pass the turn. Opponent plays a mountain into a Stalwart Valkyrie, no attacks. Draw another snow forest, play it. Do we fight the flyer or do we fight the lifelinker? We could attack, but my opponent would almost certainly block this down, wouldn't they? No, it has a death trigger that's like relevant. Hang on, we're going to attack first. Nice. All right, we're going to fight the flyer, make him fight on the ground. Then we'll just cast Scorn Effigy, pass the turn. We have a 5/5 trampling troll that turns into a 4/4 troll when it dies. Oh, that's awesome. This card's super high power level. Alright, opponent swings out. Block down the Code Spell Cleric. Alright, they hit us for a lot. We untap, we draw Grizzled Outrider, play a Forest, go to combat, attack for 7, take them to 15, play a Grizzled Outrider, pass the turn. And we're bringing the beef. Bringing the beef this time. 5/5s in this format seem really good. Now, versus a white deck, they can have, like, the Imprison in Gold or whatever, and they can have a few other, like, there's Arrest effects, I think there's an Oblivion Ring effect. Oh, gosh. Shackles of Treason. We're getting hit for 10 and going to 1. Opponent goes up to 18. We cannot kill them. So play the Glade Walker. Put a counter here. Go to combat. Attack for... None of them have Trample, so we're going to attack them for 11. Then play Masked Vandal. No targets. We're going to end up losing all of our guys on this attack, and our opponent's going to gain 3 life. But if they don't have removal and they don't have a haste creature, we should get them. They attack just like that. So we're going to block here. If we draw a red land, they die immediately. There it is. Mountain, Shackles of Treachery. Go to combat. Kill him. Oh, 1 life absolutely matters. Oh, that was close. I kind of want the other struggle for Skemfar again. Probably more than Arachniform. Try it like this. The good news is we have 2 shocks, and our opponent's deck seems pretty weak to shock, because they have so many creatures that are low to the ground. Oof. I don't think we can attack... well, maybe we can, because we can foretell, score an effigy, and then play a haste creature on turn 3, but we need to draw green mana. We'll try it. We do have red mana if we draw our shocks. Opponent starts Fearless Pup. We draw Shackles of Treachery, start Mountain, pass the turn. Opponent attacks for 1, we take 1. Okay, they do have a second land. They foretell. We untap, we draw Snow Forest. I still think we foretell as well. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Plays a Tormentor's Helm. Hits us with the pup. They also play a Battlefield Raptor. We untap. Oh, they play a Scorn Effigy. Okay. We untap. We draw a Mountain. Play a Forest. Play Breakneck Berserker. Go to combat. Attack for 3. Play Scorn Effigy. Pass the turn. If they suit up Scorn Effigy and attack, I'm willing to block with my Scorn Effigy and lose it, just so we can Masked Vandal to kill theirs. Opponent plays a land. Suits up Scorn Effigy and attacks. Block here. We take a damage. I could have also blocked here and prevented 1 damage, I guess. But they did not pump, okay? Opponent plays a Dwarven Hammer. We untap. We draw a Goldvein pick. Play a Mountain. Play Masked Vandal. Exiling Scorn Effigy. Go to combat. Hit them for 3. I really hope they put both pieces of equipment on the same guy. Because if they do, it'll be a pretty quick destroy all of that equipment. It's 3 to equip? Okay. So they can make a really big pup or a really big raptor. They probably put it on the pup because then it has first strike and trample. They're thinking about it. They might think that we still have our we might have our Shackles of Treachery again. Okay, opponent suits up the raptor with the Tormentor's Helm. No blocks. Then they play a Story Seeker and move the equipment over. We untap, draw a Mountain, play a Mountain. We'll go ahead and Shackles of Treachery. Goldvein pick here. Go to combat. Swing out. Okay. Destroy Tormentor's Helm. Get a treasure. Now I could play Masked Vandal, or I could save it and try and get some value out of killing the hammer. I think I'm going to save it. That might be greedy, because they get to suit up Story Seeker, and gain a bunch of life back. Yep. Okay, so they attack us for 7. We take 7, go to 9, they gain 5 up to 11. We untap and get a Guardian Gladewalker. Play the Gladewalker. Oh. Play the Gladewalker. Put a counter here. Go to combat. Yeah, we're attacking for 6 here. Okay, make another treasure. Play a Horizon Seeker. Pass the turn. We need to try and kill that Story Seeker. Bound in gold. Okay. So opponent attacks. We're taking 6 here. Chump here. We untap. Draw forest. I could exile the Bound in gold, but we need to get rid of their trample. So Masked Vandal, exile the hammer. We can hit them for 6 and then move the hammer over, but then we only have 1 blocker, and then we would lose. So move the hammer here, go to combat, attack for 4, get a treasure, move the hammer to this Vandal, pass the turn. If we draw Run Amok, I think our opponent dies instantaneously. They hit us for 1 in the air, sure. They play a Stalwart Valkyrie. We gotta draw Run Amok to win, I think. Frenzied Raider is not it. Man, I wish we had enough snow mana to activate Faceless Haven. Go to combat. Swing out. Alright. Opponent didn't miss block. So, we'll go to game 3 here. No adjustments. Just run it back. Alright, we'll play first. Seems alright. We'll keep. You can play a Bear on turn 2. And then the Breakneck Berserker on turn 3. Start Mountain. Pass the turn. Follow it up with a Fight spell on turn 4. Opponent starts Fearless Pup. We draw Guardian Gladewalker. Play Axeguard Cavalry. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an Alpine Meadow and passes. Draw another Struggle. That's good news. Play Breakneck Berserker. Go to combat. Attack for 5. Opponent takes 5, goes to 15. They play an Alpine Meadow into a Tormentor's Helm. Suit up the Wolf. Pass. Oh, no attacks. Okay. We draw Horizon Seeker. Play a Forest. Struggle. Kill the Wolf. Go to combat. Hit them for 6. Take them to 9. Our opponent plays a Plains into a Showdown of the Scalds. You may play, until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. Okay, we untap, draw a mountain, play a mountain, play Horizon Seeker, play Gladewalker, counter on Seeker, and opponent scoops it up. We get 2 packs of Kaldheim. Woo! This is kind of a short one, but it was a fun one. It's another new, different deck we haven't drafted yet. Hopefully we can get another non-red deck soon. I don't know if people are enjoying these because a lot of them are pre-recorded, but I am enjoying playing Kaldheim, and it's a lot of fun. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel if you're so inclined, and remember you can follow me on Twitch. Same username over there as you find me on here. I stream Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, though the last few have been earlier. And, I don't know if I stream this week or when, because it's going to be a little bit weird with the whole travel situation. I will keep you guys posted. If you want to know more, join the Discord below. That's where I'm the most active. You can catch me basically any time of any part of the week, and I'll probably respond. So, hope to see you there, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! You're all wonderful human beings. Thanks for watching.